Hi guys, my name is David, and this is my beautiful wife Becca. Welcome to Change Your Life Fragrances. Today we have a few new releases from the House of Dua that we'll be giving our first impression review on. The first one is Victorian Poseidon. This one is part of Dua's concept series, and this one is a hybrid of Creed Aventus mixed in with Xerzov's 1861 Renaissance. What do you think about this one?
So right off the bat, I get a lot of citrus, that lime, that bergamot, that mandarin, some blackcurrant leaves, pink berry, and then a subtle hint of pineapple.
Okay.
I think right off the bat, it's good. I like it. It's vibrant, it's fresh. And then, let me smell the dry down. We sprayed these earlier, I would say about like 6 hours ago, just to give it a nice time to dry down to the projection a little bit. And I would say this one has a bit more patchouli, birch, oak moss, definitely some mint, which is really nice, vanilla, and some cedar. I think it would sit on the skin really nice. I think this is a little bit more masculine than feminine, but it can lean either way. I would say it's not indefinitely masculine. Okay. Somebody who would wear it is probably successful. It kind of smells like money.
Yeah.
And it kind of has like this green aqua vibe to it, which is nice. Somebody would wear it like in the office or at church.
Is it a classier scent to you?
Yeah, I think it's classy. I don't think it's anything extraordinary.
Okay.
I would compliment it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to compliment it.
And what would you rate this so far before the maceration process?
Yeah, I would probably say like 80 out of 100.
Okay.
I like it a lot. Not entirely impressed though. With Dua fragrances, I think we've been spoiled with with bangers. So when we get something that's not super vibrant, like with this one, when you first spray it, I absolutely love it. I really like it.
The opening is beautiful.
Yeah.
You guys will love the opening.
Yeah, the dry down for me is almost a little bit too mellow. I do like something that's a statement piece. But saying that, I think you could wear this every day if you're a little bit more of a serious person. Yeah. Not somebody who jokes around a lot.
Very playful.
Right. This is probably for you. But if you want to garnish a ton of compliments, maybe grab a different bottle.
Yeah, it's not that sophisticated. And I definitely wouldn't consider it to be a mass appealing scent at all. But it is something that does smell good, and I definitely will give it a shot, give it a try. I'm not a fan of Creed Aventus, but there's some that I can work with. I do like Mod 3. That's one of my favorites, and I recently just pulled the trigger on Mod 2, and I'm starting to like that green apple in there. So yeah. But let's move on to our next one. Our next one is Pineapple Express. Okay, what is your take on that? I have to know. It's not like I don't already know, but I'm sure that you probably surprised me with something else. You're full of tricks.
You know, I was a little nervous about this one. Yeah. The idea of you being, I know we like to be around people, so the idea of a fragrance being super smelling like cannabis, to be honest, like a huge kind of stank way, I was a little nervous about. But honestly, guys, I'm impressed.
That's a good one.
I'm impressed.
Y'all gonna like that one right there. If we're looking for that hydro stinchy, kind of like skunky type of scent, you're not gonna get that with this. You know, when it comes to that, I know how some of those guys, me back in my high school days, I like skunk weed. I like that stinky, stinchy stuff. This is not that. This is a very smooth scent all the way through. You do get a little bit of that cannabis, more so playing in the background. Yeah. Say you probably more so get that pineapple, juicy pineapple with that apple juice type of feel to it. It's that juicy to me on the opening.
I was kind of expecting a darker vibe, almost like a deeper scent, to be honest. But on initial, it's like a burst of pineapple, vanilla, so it's got that like really sweetness to it. And then you've got that citrusy like lemon, that bergamot that pulls it all together. So right off the bat, I was impressed. And then on that dry down, I get definitely more of that cannabis vibe, that vanilla, pineapple, cedar. It's a really nice blend. The dry down is a little bit tamer than the initial spray, but it's definitely a compliment getter. And I love that you could wear it in crowds, you can wear it, you know, around your mom, whoever, and they're not going to be offended. They're not going to automatically think, oh, you smell like cannabis, but they're going to enjoy that fragrance.
What you're wearing.
Yeah.
So what you have on.
Right. I definitely think that you do smell that cannabis in it. I know there are some people who are like, oh, I can't smell it at all. But I think it's about what you're expecting. That again, you're not if you're expecting that kind of stank, that skunk vibe, you're not getting that. But it's more of a fresher pineapple.
And that's what I expected from initial spray. I was expecting that burst of cannabis just to slither out. You know,
were you
just kind of bite me
disappointed
a
when
little
it
bit.
wasn't?
Yes, I was.
You were?
But then I understood the fragrance, and I, you know, wearing it throughout the day or days of having it, I'm starting to understand this fragrance a lot more. And you know, it's not, you know, it still has to go through its maceration cycle just like any of the other ones. And I know some people feel like that's not fair. We shouldn't have to wait for our colognes / perfumes, whatever you want to call these, for men and women. That, hey, you know, we shouldn't have to wait for them to macerate, but that's the beauty in this, you know. I know me and my wife, we really love to watch these things grow right before our very eyes. So this is something that we enjoy. It's a nice hobby, and it's a beautiful art. And it's in beautiful art form.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely worth the wait.
Yes.
To let things macerate. And I think this is unisex, leaning slightly more masculine.
Okay.
And I will say, for the ladies, if you want to get something for your man that's a little different, that you wouldn't mind smelling, that is really enjoyable, but not punch you in your face, this is the way to go. I honestly think if it did have more of that skunk cannabis vibe to it, females wouldn't like it as much. You'd get more compliments from men.
We would love it.
Right. But I think females will like this a bit more than men, to be honest.
I agree with you.
But I think that's a reason for men to buy it.
And not just because this is a happy wife, happy life type of thing. I'm being real, you know. I agree with that. I think that's going to be something a lot of women are going to like, and it's more of that low profile cannabis scent, you know, to this one. But I mean, it's in there. It's just not something that you're just going to pick out from like top notes.
Right, like, oh, you smell like cannabis or marijuana. It's
in the background, and that pineapple is very playful, and it brings everything together and it smoothens it out. So as far as us rating that scent, what would you rate that one?
I
know we're still
like,
giving it time, and you know, it still has to develop, but what would you?
I would say like 87 out of 100.
Okay.
I think it's really enjoyable, non-offensive,
strong 87,
playful, and honestly, it's pretty aromatic.
Yeah, oh, it is. And that's actually what I kind of wanted, to get to.
I'm kind of impressed with it, with how aromatic it is. I'm excited to see what the maceration does. Yeah. And even honestly, if it doesn't change, I'd still get it again.
Well, we'll see how that one performs for you at work tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Well, so we got that one out the way. Our next one for you guys is going to be Casino Elixir 2.0. All right, there you go.
Thanks.
And this one, basically, we like the Casino Elixir. We like that one a lot. And I've worn Casino Elixir. I like to go out a lot, but usually I go to Costco, we go to Sam's Club, we go to Meijer, we go to Walmart. We just go out a lot. And this so happens to be a crowd pleaser. This is going to be something I feel like a lot of people are going to like a lot.
I think they're
going to gravitate towards this like a lot. Like this is a chick magnet for the guys, and for the women out there, this is a gentleman magnet, because I believe that this will get the guys talking.
It's a crowd pleaser.
If a woman was to wear this, and I do believe this is unisex. But this basically is an upgrade version of Casino Elixir. This is Casino Elixir 2.0. Some like to refer to it as Casino Elixir's prettier brother or
prettier
the pretty
twin
boy
brother.
of the two. This here is still inspired by Creed Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540 mixed together. What they did was they basically added the juniper berries. They added ISO E Super, which I'm not too familiar with, and I know they added the ambroxan crystals.
Yeah.
So that's basically going to give it more of like a
fresher
concentrated, concentrated, fresher, more potent in the sharpness and smoothness to the scent.
Yep.
And it delivered in every way.
Yeah.
What do you want to say about this? I mean, I can just keep going on about this scent. This is a banger.
Right off the bat, you get that pineapple and that sweet, juicy apple. Like, as soon as you bite into the apple and there's juices like running down your face, that's what it smells like. Blackcurrant and birch is also what I pick up upon opening. And then the dry down is, it's a refined smell of the same scents in it, that same the tones. I think this is a tiny bit of a toned down pineapple woody fragrance. I think the Casino Elixir is a bit sweeter.
Yes, and it's a little bit more aromatic for me. I feel like the Casino Elixir, the OG, is more aromatic. And I feel like they're both mass appealing. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. And for me, I believe you need to have both of them in your collection.
Yeah.
Because to me, they do smell different. I believe that Casino Elixir smells more like Baccarat Rouge 540 is carrying more of that DNA. This one is carrying more of the Creed's DNA, because that big burst of that juicy pineapple in the beginning when you first spray that in the initial open is just amazing.
Well, and it's a bit more of that, like the woody pineapple version of it, rather than, like you said, that Baccarat
Rouge 540.
Yep. I think this one is a bit more masculine. I think that regular Casino Elixir is a bit more feminine, just because of that sweeter side.
I like that. I like how you put that.
And honestly, this reminds me of like a pineapple Dior Sauvage.
Okay.
I think it definitely has those notes in it.
And that's what makes me believe that that's going to be very mass appealing, just like Dior Sauvage was. I prefer this over Dior Sauvage all day.
I think it's more put together. I think Dior Sauvage is good, but it's a bit harsh.
And everybody's wearing it too. So.
But this will definitely set you apart. I think this one will change your life in the best way possible. I think
life
it's
changing.
good.
What is the rating for this one?
I would say 95 out of 100. I honestly don't see how it could get that much better. I think for what it is, I don't want there to be more pineapple. I don't want it to be any more woody. I think it's balanced really well.
And for that, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
And for that, basically, I would put this on the same ball playing field with Elixir. The first one, the OG, because people can say what they want to say. They can say that this one is better than the OG, and they can say the OG is better than this. But for me, and to my nose, and I believe to your nose, they both are different. They smell very much alike, but they're different. So one smells more pineapple-y, one smells more like Baccarat Rouge 540, so you get more of that cotton candy, burnt cotton candy feel to it. But this is one that I believe you need to have both in your collection. You need to have the OG, and you need to have
they're different
2.0.
enough to grab both.
Exactly.
But they have similarities, like you said. I definitely, was this better than what you expected? Worse? Was it?
I would say it was probably what I was expecting.
Okay.
Because smelling the first one, I'm like, how can it be any different? It's just a little bit more potent than that one. Not to say that it's more aromatic. Not to say that it carries a better sillage. We won't know that until it macerates for another 2 to 3 weeks. So.
Yeah. And I will say that I like more of the more decadent smells. The gourmand, stuff like that. So when I find fragrances that I really, really like, I've got to rate them high, because it's, for me, I look at things like, okay, would I wear it for me? Would it be good for my husband? Who would like it? Those are all things, how versatile is it? So for us to give it a 95, that's pretty impressive, I would say.
And I mean, I really don't think making a video for this, for the Casino Elixir is, I don't think that we need to make a video for this one.
No,
Yeah. And basically, just now, I'll probably just to tell you guys and let you know, basically, this is a 95 as well. Like this, they're really no different. They're both amazing. Me personally, I prefer this one, but I like that one too. So it just depends on what the day is.
So you like more of that sweeter vibe than the fruitier
I like
vibe.
more of that, more of that sweeter, and then I like how aromatic this one is. But we gotta give that one time too.
100%.
Score's gonna either go down or up, but we like to keep it consistent, so I'm pretty sure that it's stay where it's at.
Right. One on you, I'd rather smell this a tiny bit more than that one. I'd probably grab the regular Casino Elixir more, but I think I like to smell the fruitier ones on you too.
Okay, I think that's enough elaborating. We went into rambling, which, you know, when they're this good, you have to talk about them. So we just want to give you guys our honest review on them and make it as brief as we could. And I believe that will conclude our video. Until then, this fragrance right here, Casino Elixir 2.0, will change your life. There you go.